He's got to run on the 48, Jimmy Johnson.
I think.
Oh, Johnson gets turned.
Not again.
Kyle Busch into Larson into Johnson. And for what, the 7th year in a row, Jimmy Johnson will crash out of the clash.
So he comes up to Jimmy Johnson,
Bam.
gives him a little shove,
And that
just turns him.
Turned him.
And, you know, the front nose on these Camaros is very pointed and doesn't really line up great to the rear bumper, even of other Camaros. That's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on through Speedweeks.
That was a pretty hard shot he gave. You know, that was almost, it was harder than a bump.
It's Eric Almirola climbing out. Here he is on the right side of the screen. See what happens here.
Jimmy drops out of line after they come through the trial, but he realizes he has a problem. It looked like the car got pretty loose right there. As he moves down, I believe he blows a left rear tire, sends him into Eric Almirola. Daniel Suarez has to avoid him, spins to the infield. I think other than some tires, Daniel might be okay.
I'm champion of this series, Jimmy Johnson.
He gets a little loose right there. He checks up. Oh, you can hear it pop.
I heard that
just
pop.
Heard it pop.
He felt it. He felt it. Backed off, got down low, but when it popped, it just went
right behind him. He just wanders up off the bottom and looks like just tries to turn back to the bottom, Phil. Just got loose, just simply got loose. And watch the driving some of these racers do to get through it.
How about Parker Kligerman? He got hit by the 20 of Legacy. There's that hard contact to the safer barrier for Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Coughlin, you see there spinning, and that was Sargent right behind him. What a big hit for Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Thank goodness for the safer barriers.
You're right.
Time here at Daytona.
He went to Talladega.
Oh, hard hit again. 68 of Greenfield.
Looks like Matt Crafton might have gotten to the outside wall too, but hard impact.
The 28 of Brian Doza, the 7 of Corbin Forrester.
Yeah,
you see the 88 of Crafton's got heavy damage.
Heavy damage to the 88. Look at Cody Coughlin, that job he does. He was right behind the 02 of Austin Hill. Austin got his right front fender damaged.
And earlier he was down in the dirt on the back straightaway. He just keeps avoiding messes.
Could have collected so many more, even than what it did. The red, by the way, has come out. Trying to find room to get back up into the track, and around goes.
Is that John Hunter?
And the 16 of Brett Moffitt.
Watch it. Pick your way through there. What's your problem, Cody? Talk to us. The left rear, Phil.
There goes the right rear tire. He was able to move to the high side, kept control of his truck, and drove right through that mess.
Yeah, Joe Nemechek had the presence of mind to move up the racetrack to give him room to get in between himself and his son Joe.
Christopher Bell got a piece of that. Here's a look back. So you can see this coming, Michael, that he's already loose, and if you get somebody on your right side, especially off a turn 4 with that wind blowing, you're in trouble. And he got one bobble, saved it, another bobble, and the car's just really light for him right now, and he just lost it.
You got to tip your cap to Suarez. He saw the issues that Cindric was having. He flared up, gave him plenty of room, but Austin just couldn't keep his car going straight.
Here from Chase Elliott to Eric Almirola. Kyle Larson goes up to block it, but he just can't sustain it. They're not up to speed. The cars aren't set in the rear, and it just huge spin, as you can tell.
This will tell the tale here.
So it looks to me like from this view that Kyle Larson just didn't quite get high enough on Eric Almirola. He was trying to maybe protect the inside a little bit, and the push wasn't quite as square as he needed, again, with the car not at full speed.
You can see Joey Logano into the outside wall. There's Joe Nemechek in the 15 Johnny Davis car. Wow, look, the track's blocked. Have that.
Oh, something breaks on his car.
Yeah, looks like a track bar probably, doesn't it?
Yep. You can always tell when they crab walk like that. He hit pretty hard. NASCAR has to throw a yellow for this.
Yeah. Something in the rear suspension let go.
You can see all the oil on the racetrack where the radiator. And the whole field would have had to drive back through this on the next lap, so this wouldn't have been fair.
And prevent Chase Elliott's number 9 from advancing. Big push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact! Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Annika Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh man, oh man.
You all right? I'm good.
Oh.
Chase Elliott gets turned around and around, and it's mayhem. Turn 3.
Hamlin put a block on the 41.
And that's stalled out the 41. The 12's right in that area, that left rear that turns him around.
Yep.
And it was Alex half the field.
It was on from there.
Packing that air on that left rear quarter panel.
There's just a little space right there.
41
yeah.
of Kurt Busch, and that's all it takes.
Such a vulnerable spot. We've seen that a couple of times. We saw it in the qualifying races.
Don't break. Start me up.